Now, the local recycling industry is seemingly gaining momentum in the African continent as innovative youth continue to find a way out in their own traditional means. Some 3 years ago, a young Cameroonian entrepreneur came up with a way to use plastic waste instead of cement to make eco-friendly paving slabs. His initiative made way for job creation among highly unemployed young people who at the same time were poor and underprivileged. Today, a similar technology is making the news in Guinea, where a youngster is producing paving stones out of plastic waste. The idea will also fight against waste that wreaks havoc on the environment in general.
Mariam Mohamed Keita pedals the bike that allows her to heat the fire. Another one stirs the substance in the tank. In just 6 months, Mariam's company was able to recycle 5 tons of plastic in the Guinean capital Conakry. Her workshop began almost by chance.
During a walk in search for jobs, I noticed piles of plastic throughout the capital. That's how I decided to do something to change this image. I explained the project to my husband, and together we reflected and went on cobblestones production because no one has yet thought of this project in Guinea.
Mariam and her team work 7 hours a day to make 40 cobbles. At Binedu Global Services, the square meter of the plastic cobble is sold for about $6 against $7 for cement pavers. The young Guinean entrepreneur says she has taken into account the risks of turning plastic waste into cobblestones in her project.
My only goal was to set up the company while taking into account the protection of the environment through pollution prevention. I spoke with an environmentalist friend of mine about the impact of my project. It was about assessing the negative and positive sides. All plastics collected will no longer be in gutters. This is already a step in the sanitation of Conakry.
Some analysts find the project of processing plastic waste into pavers innovative but dangerous. According to them, the black carbon released by the combustion of plastics contributes to climate change and air pollution, which could increase the risk of acute respiratory diseases and chronic diseases such as lung cancer.
In order to stop talking about plastics in our society, focus must be on the production of biodegradable waste. It's also about influencing or creating measures that encourage companies to recycle or reuse in their value chains. But plastic packaging companies must also be able to reuse their packaging. That's to say, when a customer buys a product and he comes back with the same plastic bag at the next purchase, he receives a discount on the purchase price. The government must also develop taxation approaches for companies that produce plastic bags.
Thanks to her leadership, Mariam and her team have managed to make some deals with private companies and individuals. Today, she plans to expand her business within the country while spreading awareness on the dangers of plastic waste in the West African nation.
Well, that's quite an innovation.